Now, let us begin our class with Brahmanad. Om. Om. Shanti. 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 Swastha. Good morning, children. In our today's class, we will discuss section 7 of modal verbs. First unit of section 7 of modal verbs is already sent to you in our previous video. Today, we will discuss activity 21. What we are saying in this section. Here we are saying that we use may or might or could to indicate present possibility or future possibility. So what you have understood? We use to indicate present possibility or future possibility the modal verbs such as may, might or could. So, may is used to indicate present possibility or future possibility. And when we are less sure, then we use might to indicate present possibility or future possibility. So, here it is written, might is a less sure than may. When we are less sure about the matter, then we use might instead of may to indicate present possibility and future possibility. Similarly, we use the modal verb could when we are less sure than might. See, for present possibility or future possibility, we use the modal verb may. When we are less sure than may, then we use the modal verb might. So might is used when we are a little sure, little less sure than may. Similarly, we use the modal verb could when we are less sure than might. Clear? Now let us go through the activity 21. Here the question is, use may or might or could together with the appropriate forms of the verbs given in brackets. Clear? In the first question, it is said, who is the girl Madhu is talking to? This question is asked to me, but I am not sure. I am not sure who is that girl Madhu is talking to. So, what modal verb will I use? I may use might or I may use could. Clear? As I am not sure about the girl Madhu is talking to. So I will answer C might be. C might. See here the verb given in bracket is be. C might be. C might be her sister. If you are less sure than might, then you can use could. I am not sure. She could be her sister. Clear? Then next question, why are the boys shouting? This question is asked to me, but I don't know the reason of shouting. So what modal verb will I use? The boys or theirs. Here the verb that is given in bracket is playing. They might be playing or they could be Playing, that is the reason why they are shouting. So the answer will be they might be playing. Clear? They might be playing. Now, next question. Where is Manisha? This question is asked to me, but I have no idea. I have no idea. In that case, I will use the model might or could. She is in the library. And when one goes to library, one can guess whether studying or going through the newspaper. She might be studying. She might be studying in the library. Now next question. Who is that man with Vijay? That man with Vijay. But I am not sure. And when this question is asked to me, what must be my answer? See here, the verb that is given in bracket is be. It could be his sister or it might be his sister. It could be his uncle. It could be his uncle. Next question. Shall I tell the minister about you? You would better not. You would better not tell the minister about me. Here, the model that we will use to express or to indicate future possibility or present possibility. You would better not. He might think. He might. Here the verb think is there in the given bracket. He might think. I want to ask him for a favor. Clear? Who is the girl Madhu is talking to? I am not sure. She might be her sister or she could be her sister. So more than one answer is possible. Don't think might is the appropriate answer. She could be her sister. Why are the boys shouting? I don't know. They might be playing or they could be playing. We don't know whether playing or fighting. That is the reason why the shouting comes. So we can use the modal verb might or could. Where is Manisha? I have no idea. She might be studying in the library. Who is that man with Vijay? Since I am not sure, I may use the modal verb could or might. It might be his uncle or it could be his uncle. Shall I tell the minister about you? You would better not tell the minister about me. In that case, also we use the modal verb might or could to indicate present possibility or future possibility. He might think, I want to ask him for a favor. Now, activity number 22. In activity number 22, it is written, you are going for a walk and you suddenly see a strange, a mysterious flying object high up in the sky. Here you have to make 5 guesses about what the object could be. Since you don't know, you have to guess. Clear? As you have to guess about that mysterious flying object high up in the sky. As you are guessing, you are not sure, so you have to use the modal verbs might or may or could to indicate present possibility or future possibility. It might be an eagle. It might be an eagle and you are not sure what is that flying object or that mysterious flying object. Since you don't know, you have to use the modal verb might or could or may. It may be an eagle flying up in the sky. or it might be an eagle flying up in the sky, or it could be an eagle flying up in the sky. Secondly, it could be a shooting star, or it might be a shooting star, or it may be a shooting star. It expresses the possibility, present possibility or future possibility. Third, it might be a flying disc from another planet, or it could be a flying disc from another planet, or it may be a flying disc from another planet. Then it could be an unidentified flying object, or it could be an unidentified flying object, or it may be an unidentified flying object. In short, we say UFO. Then the fifth sentence, it might be a strange bird, or it could be a strange bird, or it may be a strange bird. Similarly, you have to write 5 more sentences about that mysterious flying object flying high up in the sky. Clear? Now let us proceed to activity next activity or next section, section 8. Now we are going through the next section, that is section 8 of modal verbs. In our previous section, what did we learn or what did we discuss? We discussed that may or might or could are used to indicate present possibility or future possibility. May or might or could plus V1 we use to indicate present possibility or future possibility. When we are less sure than may, we use the modal verb might. Might is used when we are less sure than may. Similarly, could is used when we are less sure than might to indicate present possibility or future possibility. Here in this activity, that is activity number 23, we use the same modal verbs may or might or could to refer to past possibility or referring to possibility in the past. The modal auxiliaries or the modal verbs that we use are may or might or could. And remember, we use may or might or could together with some verbs in the present perfect form. Present perfect form to talk about the past possibility or to talk about the possibility in the past. So, what have you understood? We use may or might or could plus V1 to indicate present possibility or future possibility. We use same modal verbs may or might or could together with present perfect form, and you know the present perfect form of the tense. What is that? Has or had plus V3. But when we are using the modal auxiliary may or might or could, after that we can't use has. We must have to use have plus V3 to indicate the possibility in the past. Clear? So, what have you understood? We use the modal verbs may or might or could together with some verbs in the present perfect form to talk about the past possibility or possibility in the past. Now let us go through the activity. Here is activity number 23. And what are we said here in this activity? Complete the sentences below expressing possibility in the past. Clear? Here we have said complete the sentences below expressing possibility in the past or past possibility. And you know we use the modal verbs may or might or could together with present perfect form of the verb to indicate the possibility in the past or past possibility. Here is the first question. The other teams weren't or were not good. The other teams were not good. So, our team days. See, result of past possibility. What should be the answer? The other teams were not good. So, our team might, then have and V3. See the verb that is given in the bracket. What is the verb given in the bracket? Win. And what is the past tense of win? The past tense of win is won. W-O-N. And what is the past participle form of win? Won. Win. Won. Won. So, our team might have won. Clear? Here is also more than one answer is possible. You can also write, so our team could have won. Clear? Now let us go to the second question. You know where the library is, don't you? It is called tag question, don't you? You know. See, when the statement is affirmative, the tag should be negative. If the statement is negative, the tag should be positive. If it should be, if it is written, you don't know, or you don't know the location of library. Do you? Since it is in affirmative, you know where the library is. Don't you? Here, don't you is called tag question or question tag. You dash. Here the verb that is given in the bracket is pass, it on. Here also we have to complete the blank using might with present perfect form to express the past possibility. You know where the library is, don't you? You may or you might. You might have, and the V3 form of pass. V2 of pass is past, P-A-S-S-E-D, and V3 form of pass is also past. You might have passed, P-A-S-S-E-D, passed it on your way here. You know where the library is, don't you? You might have passed it on your way here, or you could have passed it on your way here, or you can also write you may have passed it on your way here. So we have understood we use may or might or could together with present perfect form of the verb to refer or to indicate the possibilities in the past. Now the third sentence. Why didn't your friend answer the phone? He dash it ringing. See, the verb that is given in the bracket is not here. Why didn't your friend answer the phone? He dash. He might have. Then V3 form of he might not have, as it is in negative. He might not have. And what is the V3 form of here? The V3 form of here is heard. Here, heard, H-E-A-R-D. H-E-A-R-D. Heard it ringing. Why didn't your friend answer the phone? He might not have heard the phone ringing, or he might not have heard it ringing. Now let us go to the next question. The light is on. They dash. The verb that is given in the bracket is forget, to switch it off. The light is on. They may have. And the V3 form of forget is forgotten. Forget, past tense of forget is forgot, and past participle form of forget is forgotten. To switch it off. Or they might have forgotten to switch it off. Or they could have forgotten to switch it off. The light is on. They might have, and V3 form of forget is forgotten. F-O-R-G-O-T-T-E-N. Forgotten, to switch it off. Switch off. Switch off is a separable phrasal verb. That is the reason why the object is used in between the phrasal verb. Switch it off. Clear? The next question. I didn't hear the child's voice. I thought he dash. The verb that is given in the bracket is fall asleep. I didn't hear the child's voice. And I thought. We have to complete the blank to indicate the past possibility. I didn't hear the child's voice, and I thought he might have. He might have. Then past participle form of fall, and you know past tense of fall is fell, F-E-L-L, and past participle form of fall is fallen. He might have fallen asleep. He might have fallen asleep. Clear? Now the next question. Our teacher is not at home. Our teacher is not at home. He dash. See, the verb that is given in bracket is go, to meet a friend. We have to complete the blank to indicate the past possibility. Our teacher is not at home. He may have, and V3 form of go is gone. He may have gone to meet a friend, or he might have gone. He might have gone to meet a friend. Here might have gone indicates the past possibility or the possibility in the past. Now next question. How did you get the stain on your sari? I am not sure. The baby dash. The verb that is given in the bracket is drop food on it. How did you get that stain mark on your sari? I am not sure. The baby dash food on it. The baby might have, and V3 form of drop is dropped. Dropped food on it, or could have dropped food on it. I am not sure. The baby might have dropped, D-R-O-P-P-E-D, dropped food on it. Now the last question. It is the conversation between A and B. A asks to B, I can't find my umbrella. I can't find my umbrella. Have you seen it? No, you dash. The verb that is given in the bracket is here leave, L-E-A-V, eat in the restaurant. And you know we use modal may or might or could plus present perfect form of the verb to indicate the possibilities in the past. No, you might have, and V3 form of live is left, L-E-F-T. V2, that is past tense of live, is also left, and V3 form of live is also left, L-E-F-T. You might have left it in the restaurant. Clear? So what you have understood? You have understood we use may or might or could plus V1 to indicate present possibility or future possibility. But when we use the same modal auxiliaries with the verbs of present perfect form, that is has or have plus V3, but after might or after may or after could we cannot use has, we have to use have only. So might have or could have or may have plus V3 we use to indicate the possibilities in the past or the past possibility. In the first sentence, the other teams were not good, so our team might have won. You know where the library is, don't you? You might have passed it on your way here. Why didn't your friend answer the phone call? He might not have heard it ringing. The light is on. They dash to switch it off. They might have forgotten to switch it off. I didn't hear the child's voice and I thought he might have fallen asleep. Our teacher is not at home. He might have gone to meet a friend. How did you get the stain mark on your sari? I am not sure. The baby might have dropped food on it. I can't find my umbrella. Have you seen it? No, you might have left it in the restaurant. Clear? So what have you understood in this activity? That you have understood we use may or might or could plus present perfect form of the verb to indicate the possibilities in the past or the past possibility. We will go through section 9 in our next video.